It's Tuesday. It's 10. It's time for some beans bits. What have we in store for you today? That is a wonderful question. Well, I'll tell you, we are going to break the seal on the Big Bean Vault. And it's been a trip, y'all. Um, so I started doing these recordings of presentations that I've had for years, right? Some of them I've had for years, some of them have been repurposed, some of them have been, you know, a month old. And it's been a wild experience. It's like going through some of your greatest hits. Now, I didn't go all the way deep into the archives. I didn't have anything from like 2008 or 2009 when I really started presenting. Um, so I think everything in here is less than like 4 or 5 years old, but it's a lot of really good information. And if it wasn't for the fact that the one I recorded today is uploading as we speak right now, we'd be in there. I'd be showing you the vault and kind of scrolling through, and we're gonna get to it. We are. But I want to identify some problems. I want to identify some challenges and why the vault exists. So let's start there. Business development has changed. It's not the same. It's not enough to just pick up the phone and start calling people. Why? Because who the hell answers their phone anymore? Fun fact, if you are going to be the type of person that picks up the phone and makes those calls, which good for you, that can work, right? It's still a kind of an effective way to get attention. But remember this, most sales happen after the seventh to ninth interaction. Most salespeople, like 70%, give up after the first try, right? It's the numbers are staggering. So if you're going to be a phone jockey, then you better plan on calling, leaving a message, when you're going to call again so you can leave another message, when you're going to call that third time, probably not leave a message, when you can call again to leave the fourth message. And oh, by the way, while you're leaving the messages, you probably need to send them a text, maybe send them an email, maybe send them a LinkedIn note, right? So you're touching them in multiple ways, appropriately, of course. So there's the phone idea. Knocking on doors, right? When I started in sales, man, we used to wear out shoe leather. We used to walk up and down the street, up and down the steps, get going, knock on some doors, say hello. Hi, I'm looking to meet the person who handles your telecom services. Hey, how about you get the hell out of my office? Good times. Yeah, good luck. That doesn't work either. LinkedIn is challenging these days, right? Sending messages that are cold, that are, mostly get unresponded to. And then my favorite, right, is like somebody sends me a message about things I'm not interested in that I don't want, and they get kind of pissy that I didn't respond. Hey, yo, I didn't ghost you. I never got into the boat with you, right? I didn't disappear. I never appeared. And so it's funny to me how people behave. Advertising can be expensive. They can be expensive, even more so on LinkedIn than say on Facebook or on Instagram, right? But that's a way, right? You can build out a funnel, you can build out a video sales letter, you can have a nice landing page, you can collect some information, you can put people on a drip campaign, drip, 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 drip. And the reality is there's probably a combination of all of these things that you need to be tweaking and doing a little piece of each. But where are you going to get all that information in one spot at one time? Where indeed, people. So let me pop over. Not that you need to know I'm popping over because you can't. But I'm just trying to see if this thing is still scrolling and posting. And then what happens if I open it up over here? Yes, that I can do. So, all right, cool. I am trying to knock all this out at one time, and it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. So, the latest video isn't going to be in there, but that's all right. You don't need to know that the latest video isn't in there. Aside from the fact that I just told you that the latest video isn't in there. So let's let's do this. Let's get into screen share mode, screen share people, and let's talk about what is in this vault. So let's see. I hope it's this one. It is this one. Bam, biggity bam, biggity bam. All right. So, welcome to the Tri-Bean Vault, people. I put this together for a very simple reason. Business development has changed. The things that worked in the old days aren't going to work as effectively today. It's not enough to be cold calling, whether you're on the street or on the phone. It's not enough to just do LinkedIn. It's not enough to be doing Facebook ads and building video sales, landing pages. There's just too much to do. But how do you do it in a way that's actually meaningful? You find the skills that really matter. So I'm going to walk through this fairly quickly, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about each course a little deeper. All right. So right now, there are 14 classes that are in here. It's interesting that that says the most relevant. Let me maybe refresh this because it seems to be a little different than what I was expecting. Um, so here's what's going on. Every day for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks now, I have put in a new video. Those videos are anywhere from 25 to 55 minutes long, and they are actual presentations, me sharing information. So, yesterday, as an example, this was a class on how to work a room at a networking event. The day before was talking about how to be the shit on the socials. That's my framework: story selling, humor, inspiration, and truth. Before that, we got into how to do the 60-second commercial or the elevator pitch. Before that was how to raise your awareness quotient. This is from my Faces Success presentation: focus, awareness, communications, and execution. Lesson number 10 was about how to become a much better presenter, and that's great for whether you're online or in the boardroom or in the Zoom room or actually presenting to an actual group of people. So, good stuff. This was my LinkedIn class, section 1. This is all about the profile. This was part 2 of my new presentation, Mindset Matters, based on my book, Finding Harmony in the Fucks You Give. This is part 1 of that. Video 7 here is all about story selling, right? Because that's literally the S in how to do social media. This one I actually got up here twice. This is about networking online and how to do that more effectively. We've got this is all about execution, how to get shit done. Very good stuff. This is just a recap of some of the things I've thought along the way. This is what you need to know before you go networking. This is understanding your niche and how to target the right audience for you. This is this is 10 Beanisms to help you get better connected. It's more of a philosophical piece. And this was about the power of focus. This is the first video in the series. So there's those videos. There's going to be 3 more coming out. There's a LinkedIn part 2. There's going to be a video on either upselling or how to get more referrals. It'll probably be on more referrals. And the last one will be the 5 pillars of a life well lived. All of these are designed to help you grow. They're designed to help you learn. There's some thoughts, there's some almost homework in each one, right? So this vault is here for your viewing and learning pleasure. My goal with the vault was to get people better connected to the information they need right now to grow their business. And I'm really, really excited about the efficacy of the content that's in there. Like I said, it's 30 minutes to I think the longest one was about 62. Um, and it's me going through the presentation. Right. So today, as of September 26th, the vault is still available for you to access as it is. And the link is right below. You can click and learn more about what that looks like. What is going to happen moving forward, though, is there's going to be a whole new class of folks that I'm going to try and bring in here that I think are going to be able to do some learning, some shared learning, and we'll actually go through the lessons together. Because I have found and I have heard that people aren't really good at just sitting and watching a video. So we'll figure out how to make this more interactive, more user friendly. And if you want information on how to get into this cohort, this next class, let me know, and I will make sure that that information is to you. Um, and it's going to be really cool. Listen, like I said, business development has changed. You need to be like this multi potentialite person who needs to know how to message, who needs to know how to create kind of a clear story and a clear path to purchase, make it easy for people to buy. You need to be able to communicate effectively. Like I said, whether you're in the Zoom room, in the boardroom, in the classroom, wherever, you need to make sure that people can understand and feel the passion and the energy that you're bringing to the room. You need to make sure your mindset is tight, right? Because there's so much crap that we have to go through. And it's not enough to be like an optimist or, like this just I'm a super happy person. That doesn't really matter. What matters is that you have the perseverance and the resiliency and the strength and the fortitude to push forward no matter what. Consistency is the name of the game. And there are some recurring themes in those trainings, and consistency is certainly one that shows up. Listening is another one that shows up, right? That's just good communication skills. Um, and there are a lot of communication skills. I mean, sales and networking and leadership and presenting, all of those are based in communication skills, right? Customer service, customer experience, all of it. So there's a lot of stuff in there too about how do we make it relevant, how do we make it right, and how do we target the audience that's ideal for us. Um, that first talk about the power of focus, man, that is one that I need to watch again and again and again. The fifth talk about execution is a banger. There's so many great tips on how to get things done in there. Absolutely love it. The talk that I'm uploading right now is about communications. That one's really powerful too. Lots of good information inside the vault. So if you want in, let me know and we'll figure out how to make that happen. But listen, here's what I know for sure. It's September 26th. There are 4 days left in September. Once September ends, there's 31 days in October. That means there's 35 days. There's 65 days when you add the 30 in November, and there's 31 in December. There are 96 days until 2024 is on your doorstep. Are you ready for it? Because if not, these things are going to help get you there. And with the right group of people, with the right connections, and God knows I love to connect good people. I'm going to be connecting somebody that's in the vault right now to someone who's not in the vault. I'm going to do that today, right? Because that's who I am. We talked about that yesterday. When you are trying to work an event, find the connector in the room. Tell you how to identify that person, tell you what to say to them, tell you how to make that interaction work effectively well for you. Oh, so many tips, so many tricks, so many ideas. And why not, man? I've been doing this stuff for literally 1996, 27 years of business networking, of business empowerment, of business enablement, and helping people get better connected to the results they seek. It's who I am, it's what I do, it's what I love, and I would love to help you. Join me. I'll look forward to seeing you real soon, next Tuesday. In the meantime, TEDx Detroit takes place in 2 days, people. 2 flipping days. I keep telling everybody I'm retired after this year, so this could be my very last one. 15 years in. Awesome. 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 I'll see you soon. Be well.